it cannot stand too much heat. Why did this plant die? Swamiji, because it's not warm enough. There's not enough light here. And so, anything that is perishable always causes concern in me, because I know that it can perish at any time. Anything that is perishable can perish any time. And therefore there is always an apprehension in my mind as to whether it will be there tomorrow or not. In that sense, vinashinascha dukkhatmakatvat, that which is vinashi or perishable or impermanent always is source of dukkha, dukkhatmakatvat. Tat priyatvasya bhranti matratvat, and therefore actually is dukkhatmakam. What is perishable? Yad viditam tad martyam dukkhatmakam heyam. So Vashyakara says, yad martyam tad dukkhatmakam. Anything that is mortal or perishable is only a source of pain. By separation it becomes causes pain. Even with association also there is an apprehension of separation, therefore an apprehension of pain is there. So either there is an apprehension of pain or there is a real pain, but in one way or the other pain is always there. Therefore dukkhatmaka means dukkha is the nature of that perishable thing. Dukkhatmakatva. So when dukkha or the pain is the nature of something, when I have love for that, what sort of love is that? So says priyatvasya bhranti matratva. And therefore, if I have love for that, how can there be love for that which is cause of pain? There cannot be. And still I find myself having love for that. That means what? Bhranti matratva. The love for something that is perishable is only due to bhranti. Love that is for something that is dukkhatmakam cannot be other than bhranti, and therefore that love is only bhranti matratvat. Atmanah tad vaiparitya. Atma is tad viparitah. Someone that is quite the opposite to that. In what sense? It is not perishable. And therefore, sukhatmakah. And therefore, the priti of the Atma is not bhranti, it is satya. Mukhya priti tatraiva. And therefore, in Atma alone, mukhya priti meaning the love in the primary sense can be there only in Atma. Anatmanitu amukhya iti. Whereas in Anatma, non-self, it can be amukhya. Amukhya means only in a bhranti. So mukhya means real, amukhya means bhranti you can say, or in a secondary sense. Conditional. Pakshantaram anudya vruddha prayoga abhavena dushayati. Alright, for whatever reason, Vashyakara gives pakshantara. Not always, that someday he gives. As we said, commentary obtains on this Upanishad. And so, Vashyakara gives, maybe he is a little upset about it or what it is. And so, gives another meaning that somebody has given to this word Ishvara. And Vruddha Prayoga Bhavena Dushayati. But then Dushayati finds fault with it. Because Vruddha Prayoga Bhava, because the learned people do not use that word in that sense. That's how finds fault with it. So, says that Ishvara Shabda hai. Ishvara Shabda hai. Kshipravache iti kechita bhavet yadi prasiddhisya. Ishvara Shabda Kshipravache iti kechita. So kechita, some commentators have to say, so this is how they don't never say names or anything. But the kechita, so maybe Bhardur Prapancha or somebody. So sometimes people use their cleverness to get some meaning out of that, which is okay, or I don't know, may not be okay all the time. So here apparently the Tikakara, other Tikakara, who interpreted the word Ishvara as Kshipravachi. Kshipra means Shigram. Shigram means what? Immediately or soon. Kechida. So says footnote number 4, what does the Tikakara mean? Kshipravachi iti. Tat pakshe Ishvaro rotsati iti. So what does it say is Ishvaroha tathaiva syat. So Priyam rotsati Ishvaroha. So Ishvara is taken with rotsati. Ishvara rotsati, that's how. Ishvara rotsati means what? Actually it would mean that Ishvara will die. No. Ishvara is Kshipram. meaning quickly or immediately. So Ishvara Rotsadidi Shipram Vinangshadi Ityartha. So meaning that is given is that Atma Priyavadi says to the Anatma Priyavadi that what you consider dear will immediately die. Which is okay, Taduktam Vardike. So Vardikara also explains, Yaste Priyataya Bhishtaha Sochirat Dukkakrit Bhaved Yato Nangshati Savkshipram Nashyancha Sukhakrit Priyaha Yaste Priyataya Abhishtaha. Look, so Atma Priyavadi says to the other fellow that Yaste Priyataya Abhishtaha, that which is desired by you as Priyataya, as someone that is beloved, Saha Achirat Dukkakrit Bhaved. So Rodayati is a meaning. He will quickly make you weep. So Panchabashikara also gives that meaning. So Achirat Dukkakrit Bhaved. Soon that fellow will make you weep, Sometimes parents say this to the children, if they want to dissuade them. This fellow is going to get married, and the parents will say all kinds of things. I tell you, do you know her? Do you know her family? This, that, and so forth. No sooner she comes home, this is what she will do. Something like that. So Achirat Dukkakrit Bhaved. This person whom you love today, in no time, Achirat, very shortly, Dukkakrit Bhaved will become the cause of pain. Why? Yato Nangshari Sakshipram. Because soon that thing will die, because it is perishable. Nashyam cha Asukhakrit Priyaha. So that what you consider Priya, Nashyan, but on account of its dying, Asukhakrit, it will become the cause of Asukha, meaning Dukkha. Priyasya Nashyataha Dukkakaratvam Prasiddham iti Vaktum cha Shabdaha. Nashyan cha Asukhakrit Priyaha. The cha Shabdaha is in the sense of Prasiddhi, that which is dear also dies and also becomes the cause of pain. This is something that is quite a matter of experience of everybody. But apparently Bhashyakara doesn't seem to care for this. So he says, Bhavet, alright, Ishvara Shabda can be interpreted as Kshipra or quickly, Yadi Prasiddhisya. We would have accepted it. Yadi Prasiddhisya. Prasiddhi means Vriddha Prayoga. If this word was being used by the learned people in this sense, then it would be alright to interpret that word in that manner. We don't think that interpretation is appropriate. Even though you might derive a certain meaning out of it, but then still the interpretation is not appropriate because it is not in keeping with the usage by the learned people. Says Anandagiri, Anatmani Amukhya Priti Sthite Pharitamaha. Alright, Anatmani Amukhya Priti. Now that it has been established that Priti is the love for Anatmani Amukhya is not primary, is only in Mithya in fact. That love is not real love. Because there cannot be love for that which is the cause of pain. So if you find yourself having love for something that is cause of pain, you must better think. So Amukhya meaning Mithya, or secondary, or dependent. It is Sthite. When that has been established, Phalitamaha, therefore, what is Phalitam? What results from that? Tasmaditi. So says Bhashya, Tasmad Ujjitva Anyat Priyam Atmanameva Priyamupasita. Tasmad, therefore, Anatma Prita Gaunatva, naturally. So, say therefore, Ujjitva Anyat Priyam. So, Anyat Priyam Ujjitva, discarding everything else that is Anatma, which you presently look upon as Priya or dear. So, the point is, this is an excellent aid to meditation. Love is an excellent aid to meditation. Because where there is love, automatically the mind will dwell upon that. That's why bhakti. So love for Lord will naturally make my mind dwell upon Lord. Bhakti means love. But then when love is directed to God, it is called bhakti. Directed to something else, it is called kama. And directed to God, it is called prema or love or bhakti. So where there is love, there is going to be naturally that meditation. You always meditate on what you love all the time. In different ways you want to please that. So naturally seva will be automatically there. So that is why bhakti is bhaj sevayam. Bhaj in the sense of seva. So when to this root bhaj, this ti pratyaya is added, then Vallabhacharya would say seva with sneha, and therefore when you do seva or service with affection or love, that is called bhakti. For Lord, of course. But we know from our own experience that when I love something, I always dwell upon that, I always want to please that, and I always want to serve that. That is something natural. And so today I love Anatma, therefore I always want to please that, I want to serve that, and my energy is being squandered away. So it is because of aviveka that there is love for Anatma, this gives us viveka. See, love also is subject to analysis and understanding. So this passage explains us the nature of love and what is true love, and thus when we do viveka or discrimination, then whatever mithyatvam, what viveka eliminates is aviveka. And aviveka is nothing but moha. Moha means aviveka. So whatever is there in my life because of moha or aviveka or non-discrimination, that will drop off because of discrimination. And that aviveka is an obstacle, even to love and everything. So as aviveka goes, naturally my love finds a proper expression. So it is not that, in that sense we say that love is not something to be done. Love is always there. It is always channelized in a given direction. Why is it channelized? When we give thought to that, then if it is a wrong channel, that channel will stop and naturally be channelized in the right channel. And then meditation upon Atma is natural. So meditation upon that which I love is natural. Therefore it says, Tasmat ujjitva anyam, ujjitva anyat priyam. What have you considered as anyat other than you, which you look upon as priya or dear? Ujjitva, discarding. Understand that when it says discarding is not an action. Discarding is seeing, that's all. Seeing the mithyatvam of that love. Upanishad doesn't say that you should hate somebody, or that you should have aversion for somebody, or discarding meaning you throw them away, or you do something to them. Ujjitva meaning what? Recognizing the fact that of the nature of that love, that this love has arisen out of avichara and not out of vichara. So when you analyze the nature of that love and what is involved in that, naturally that whatever is discarding, that will take place. Meaning, turning your mind away from the false and directing it to the real. Atmanameva priyam upasita, and therefore Atma, hello, may you meditate on Atma as priyam or as dear. Upastim anudya tat phalam kasayati. So that is how Bhashyakara very brilliantly established the case for Atma Upasanam. Atmanameva priyam upasita. Why? Atmanameva priyam upasita. Not anatmanam. Ujjitva anyat priyam. So today there is a love for Atma as well as Anatma. So Vyabhichari love is going on. So may you analyze your love for Anatma and by Viveka understand that it is Mithya, and that is Ujjitva, discarding that, giving that up. Atmanameva priyam upasita. Are they teaching us to be selfish? Looks like all selfishness, Swamiji. Look, Christianity says, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. And here you are saying, don't love thy neighbor, discard your neighbor and love thyself. Looks like an opposite upadesha, isn't it? Looks like that. This is all selfishness. Don't, ujjitva anyat priyam, discarding everything else that is dear. Atmanameva priyam upasita. That may you love, may you meditate on Atma as dear. Yato yato nischarati manaschanchalamastiram tatastato niyamyedat atmanye vasham nayet. So it is again Viveka. What do I love? When I say that I love a person, what do I love? Panchadasi addresses that also. At some point in time, there was this disciple, and this disciple was a brilliant person, and otherwise prepared in every way. And still the disciple once reported to the teacher that I am not able to get that resolution of my mind or the peace of my mind, so I am not able to abide in myself. Then the teacher asked him, what is it that you are thinking about? Then this boy said, of a love affair that he had before he became sannyasi. Either he was married, that it doesn't say love for whom. But either he was married or he used to love somebody, and that is what he's thinking about. And that is what becomes an obstacle to his contemplating on the Atma. The teacher says, no problem. Who do you love? Oh, I love this woman. Okay. What do you love in that woman? Says, do you love the body that is made of flesh and the blood and the bones and so on? Says, no, no, no. Then do you love the sense organs or prana, which is all nothing but breath and stuff like that? Says, no. Do you love that mind? What do you love there? It is fine that you love this woman, but what do you really love? When you really dwell upon what you love, you will find that your real love is only for asti, bhati and priyam associated with that woman. And therefore, when we say discard anatma, we are not asking to discard a person or anything. Because wherever a name and form is, there is asti, bhati and priyam. And therefore, why does an object become lovable to me? Why am I attracted to that? Because it reflects asti, bhati, priyam. The asti, bhati, priyam is my own nature. That's the nature of the self. And these objects also reflect that asti, bhati, priyam or satchit ananda. Naturally I have love for that. And therefore, what we have to do is not to discard that love, purify that love, that's all. What do I love? Is my love confined to the body? Or the love confined to personality? Rotshati, vinangshati. If you love the personality, or if you love the body, or love this perishable thing, it will make you weep. But understand that in and through everything perishable, there is the imperishable. Vinashyatsu avinashyantam. There cannot be a name and form that is devoid of asti, bhati and priyam. So just shift the focus of love, that's all. So now you can meditate upon Atma, even by meditating upon one whom you love. Suppose you love a person, fine. You can meditate upon the person. How? What is that person? Asti, bhati and priyam, plus a name and form. So asti, bhati, priyam manifest before me and you given name and form. That's the reason why we are given the forms. Because I can relate to form. So forms are given, beautiful forms are given to us. Ultimately, that form, that love of the form, so that we ultimately focused upon, since I love form, then we can forget this form and love this form, or Krishna or Rama or something. So at least his mind is withdrawn from other superfluous forms, But anyway, regardless of what that form is, and what I love, it's fine, respect that love. So we are not saying that you start hating people or you start hating yourself because you love somebody. Except that seek to understand that love. I love that somebody, alright, fine. What do I love? You will find that love is for, because that somebody manifests that asti, bhati and priyam. It's a mirror. So I love the mirror, not because of mirror, but because mirror reflects my face. And similarly also, I love this object, love this person, not for the sake of the person, but because that person reflects for me asti, bhati and priyam. That Satchidananda is what everyone loves. So it is not even that we have to be told to love Atma. You need not be told. Atmanameva priyam upasita. We will meditate upon Atma as dear. We don't have to be told. That's all we love. But there is aviveka, non-discrimination in my mind. I think that I love this body. He says, no, Atmanameva priyam upasita. When you love the person, then also understand that it is nothing but love for Atma. Because that person also reflects Atma. And that's why asti, bhati, priyam. That's why they always recommend love. Love for the teacher and things like that also. Love for God may be difficult, He's paroksha and nobody sees him, etc. Some people may do a dwell upon Vrindavan, etc. But everybody is not able to do. So how can you dwell upon something that is imaginary or something elsewhere? So here is Guru or whatever, or that's why the teachers are presented also, something that is tangible or evident. Or Ishvara, that is your Ishtadevata, fine. You can dwell upon the Leela and etc. So what is Barha, Piram, Natavarva, Puru, etc. That's all fine. So one can dwell upon that. Whatever suits one's taste. or one's disposition, I should say. And thus, every love can become ultimately a dwara or a gate for meditating upon the Atma, because love is always for the self. Even love for Anatma also is nothing but indirectly love for Atma. So may we recognize this. So again, Ujjitva is not discarding something, it's just changing the focus. Changing the focus from name and form to the essence of the name and form. So Upasti, this is how the meditation. But still this is enjoined, because this meditation becomes an act, a mental act. What is the nature of meditation? All the time seeking to focus my attention from Nama Rupa to Asti Bhati Priyam. So that's an action. That's why that action, Atma Santatihi, Atma Smriti Santatihi. Maintain the Atma Smriti Santatihi. May you maintain all the time the Santati, or a flow of Atma Smriti, a flow of the thoughts of the Atma. May you constantly maintain. In this manner, with the help of the teaching. So Vedanta, with the help of the Vedantic teaching, the meditation should be done in this fashion. Upastim anudya tat phalam kathayati. So having now reiterated Upasti, the Upasana that is enjoined by the Upasana here is really nothing but darshanam, as it was discussed earlier. So restating that now, tat phalam kathayati. What is the phalam? So what is the result of the Upasana? Sayayati. Says Bhashya, page 247. Sayah Atmanameva Priyamupaste Atmaiva Priyaha Nanyostiti Pratipadyate Anyata Laukikam Priyamapi Apriyameveti Nischitya Upaste Chintayati Naha Asya Evam Vidaha Priyam Pramayukam Pramarana-shilam Bhavati. Sayah Atmanameva Priyamupaste. Thus, understanding the nature of love, thus one who all the time deliberates or dwells upon Atma as the object of love, or one who meditates upon the self as the nature of love. Atma eva priya. How does he meditate? Bhashyakara himself says, Atma eva priya nanya asti iti pratipadyate. Thus, by analyzing the nature of love, it is done. Atma eva priya. That Atma alone is dear. Nanya asti. There is none other than Atma who is dear. Iti pratipadyate. So upasade means what? Pratipadyate. Upasade means pratipadyate. So one who comes to understand that Atma alone is dear and none else. What does it mean? Pratipadyate nischinodi. So this kind of a pratipatti meaning nischaya comes, ascertainment. Anyada laukikam priyamapi apriyamaevati nischitya. Anyat, anything other than Atma, even though it appears to be dear, is not really dear. This nischaya should also arise. It is not something that I insist. Nischaya is not insistence. Nischaya or ascertained knowledge is something that arises as a result of vichara. So having dwelt upon the life, having dwelt upon my own experiences, analyzing them all, and then coming to this ascertained conclusion that the love that I have for Anatma is not love in the real sense. The love that I have for anything is really love for the self alone. It is nischitya upaste. Otherwise, if this nischaya is not there, the upasana cannot become effective. It should become my nischaya. By my analysis, it should become my own nischaya, my own ascertainment, and my own conviction arising from my own understanding. Then upasana is natural. Because wherever conviction is, again, mind automatically gets focused on that. Upaste chintayati. Now says Anandagiri, Anuvada Dyotagha, Nah Asya Evam Vidaha, Priyam Pramayukam Bhavati. Naha, that ha is what? Anuvada Dyotako ha shabda. Ha shabda is what? Anuvada. Anuvada means that which is, it just restates or reinstates, so restates what is known already. Anuvada is just a reiteration of what is already known. So it's not that Upanishad is saying something that is unknown to us. Upanishad is merely restating or reiterating what is already known to everyone. Ha. Asya evam vidaha priyam. Priyam means what? Siddhanandagiri priyam atma sukham na pramayukam bhavati. So priyam means atma sukham anyway. So priyam means atma sukham. Footnote also says this. So many footnotes are superfluous anyway. Maybe unless you want to read only Bhashya. Without reading Tika, then those footnotes are okay, but otherwise. So priyam atma sukham tasyapi laukika sukhavat nashah. Alright. So priyam na pramayukam bhavati, na pramarana-shilam bhavati. So that which is dear to him will never perish. That's what it is. Naturally Atma is what he loves, so Atma is imperishable, so it will not perish. But there is an argument there. So priyam atma sukham, that should be a comma. Because then there is a next sentence, tasyapi laukika sukhavat nashah. So nasha means nashasyat sukhatvat iti ashankire tad nirasartham anuvadamatramatra vivakshatam ityaha nityeti. So is it that because Upanishad says that this priyam will not die? Says no, because Atma, that is Priya, will not die, therefore Upanishad says. It is merely a reiteration of a fact of life. But why is it? Why do they have to tell us that? When everybody knows, why should Upanishad say that? Upanishad says that to remind us, in order to resolve a certain question that may arise in our mind. What question may arise? Says, tasyapi laukika sukhavat nashasya. So, just because Atma also is Priya, Atma Sukha, even Atma Sukhasyapi, Laukika Sukhavat Nashasya. Atma Sukham or happiness of the Atma also may perish like the local happiness. So, Laukika Sukhavat. Laukika Sukha means what? The happiness that comes from the ordinary objects, thus that happiness is perishable. Why not the happiness of Atma also be perishable? Why? Sukhatva. Because Laukika Sukham is Sukham and it's perishable. Atma Sukham also is Sukham, so that also will be perishable. Iti ashankite. This kind of a shanka one may have. Because if one is disappointed everywhere, so maybe there will be disappointment in Atma also, when the ashanka is there. Then nirasartham anuvadamatramatra vivakshitam. So in order to resolve this particular doubt which can be there in someone's mind, anuvadamatram, therefore this is merely reminding us, reiterating what is already said, and not that this results something that is apurva. It's not so. Atra vivakshitam. So where is footnote number 3 someplace? In Bhashya. Okay, that has not yet come. Alright. So footnote number 5. Atra vivakshitamidi. Atra vakye phaloktya anuvadamatram abhimatam. So nahasya priyam pramayakam bhavati, when it is said, it is only anuvadamatram. Tasacha ukta anumane janyatvam upadhiti bhavaha. And also ukta anumane, that atma sukhasyapi laukika sukhavat nashasyat sukhatvat. That atma sukham also being sukham will perish just as laukika sukha perishes. There is a upadhi. There is some peculiarity is what? Janyatvam. Why is laukika sukham? So sukha generatum, vishaya etc. is perishable. Why? Janyatva. Because it is something that is created. Atma sukha is not created, and therefore it will not die. So sukhatvam is common, all right, but there is janya sukham as against ajanya sukham. So naimittikam sukham as against nirnimittam sukham. Therefore, the sukha of the Atma is without any reason. Sukha of anatma is for some reason. So when the reason goes away, that sukha also can go away. This being nirnimitta or effortless, therefore it does not go away. So priyam pramayukam pramanashilam na bhavati. That means that Atma will not die. So Atma Sukha also will not die, which is something that everybody knows, that is just being told us here in order to resolve a question that may arise. Maybe that also I will lose. Atma Sukham being Atma, you will not lose. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. That we know is perishable, why not the happiness of Atma also be perishable? Is the Ashtanka there? The Nirasa, for the Nirasa or for the moon of the Ashtanka. Anuvadamatramatra vaksitam. This is not really a falasya. Nastya evam vidaha priyam pramayakam bhavati. Nastya priyam pramayakam bhavati. Of this knower of the Atma as Priya, his Priya or that which he holds as dear is not perishable. He is not a falashruti, meaning he is not a result of the wisdom of the Atma. It is the nature of Atma that is imperishable. And so it is anuvada matram. It is something that will happen in course anyway. Something that is the nature of Atma and something that will happen as a consequence of the knowledge, and not that it is necessarily falashruti. It is not something that is adrustam. It is something known to us. And so, what is already known, when that is stated by the Spirit, it is called anuvada. Otherwise, pramanam. So, we already know something. And that's what should be reiterated or restated. It is called anuvada. So, Nityaji, so we read the last button line, the page 40. नित्यानुवाद नित्य प्राप्त से अनुवाद है. आत्मभिन्नम अन्यत नास्ति एव तस्मात् तन्नाशये आशंका नास्ति. आत्मा एवं प्रिय तथा नित्य है. अनुवाद में नित्य प्राप्त से अनुवाद है. तो नित्यानुवाद है. दैट मीन्स नित्य प्राप्त, नित्य से अनुवाद है. अनुवाद और reiteration of something that is nitya, something that is ever there. Because this Atmavidah Anyasya, Atmavidah Anyasya Priyasya Apriyasya se Abhava. Atmavidah, for the knower of Atma, Anyasya Abhava, there is nothing other than Atma. So for the knower of Atma, there is nothing other than Atma. Anyasya Priyasya Apriyasya se Abhava. There is nothing Priya or Apriya, nothing that can be held as dear or as not dear. This kind of thing is not there to the knower of Atma, because he knows everything as Atma. Or he knows Atma alone as everything. So he knows Atma as one without a second. Atma bhinnasya anyat anatma bhinnam anyat nastyeva. Since that is for the wise man, there is nothing other than Atma. Tasmat tannashe ashanka nasti. There is nothing else that can die. If there is something other than Atma, then there is a question of its dying or perishing. Since in the vision of the wise man there is nothing other than Atma, and therefore there is no question of something else perishing. So it is said to be Nitya Anuvada Matra Matra. Anuvada merely reiteration of that which is known to you. As far as the ignorant person is concerned, that is only the Atma. For the ignorant person, outside the body is an Atma. Therefore there is something that is here, and something that is not here, something that is light, something that is hate. Whatever I hold is Atma. If I am devoted to a certain goal, anything that is conducive to that becomes dear, anything that is disagreeable to that becomes, object of, that is not dear. Hey, so all these relationships are there. Relationships necessarily, any relationship requires two. One cannot be related to itself. One can be only related to something other than oneself. When one looks upon the world as different from oneself, then alone there is a question of relationship of like or dislike. Otherwise such a relationship cannot be. So for an ignorant person there can be something that he likes and something that he dislikes. For a wise man there is nothing other than himself in that world. No question of something being dear or not dear. And Atma is Nitya. Atma is imperishable there. What he holds as dear will never perish. Because he holds Atma as dear, Atma being imperishable, we don't have to be told this. But we are still told just to resolve the doubt or apprehension that maybe the happiness of the Atma also may perish. But it will not perish because Atma is imperishable, and therefore the happiness being the nature of the Atma. If the happiness of the Atma had some kind of a nimitta, like the happiness of an object has a nimitta, because I like it, because it is agreeable to me. So if such a nimitta or a cause were there for Atma to be happy. But that is not the case, as was said yesterday. House fire is naturally hot, without any effort or without any reason. That's why it is called nature. And so also Atma. Without any effort or without any reason. And that is the case. Happiness is Atma. If Atma is imperishable, happiness also is imperishable. There is no question of doubt or apprehension that happiness of the Atma also may perish like other happiness. So Janyatvam Upadhi that every other happiness that comes from an object is Janyatvam, is Naimittikam, is generated. Therefore, this happiness is a different class from the happiness coming from the sense object. And therefore, what is the distinction here? Janyatvam Upadhi. So the Vishaya Sukha has a peculiarity or characteristic in as much as it is Janyam, it is something that is created. But Atma Sukham is Ajanyam, uncreated. And therefore, all the rules that can apply to ordinary happiness cannot apply to Atma Sukham because they are not compared. Now continue with Anand Giri in the third line. Falashrute Gatyantramah Atma Priyeti. Falashrute Gatyantram Tatparyantaram. This Falashrute. So Asya Priyam Pramayakam Na Pramayakam Bhavati. Asya Priyam Pramayakam Bhavati. So, of this wise man, Priyam does not become Pramayakam. So, one explanation or primary explanation of this passage was that it is Anuvada. Now, this Gatyantaram, Tatparyantaram, maybe this particular statement can also be looked upon as conveying something else. And that's what Bhashakara says, Atma Priya. Atma Priya Grahana Sukhya Sambha Priya Guna Phalavidhanartham va Mandatma Darshanaha Sachilya Pratyayopadana. Atma Priya Grahana Sputyartham va. Or maybe we can look upon this as Arthavada. Either it is Anuvada, what nature you obtain, or we can look upon this Palashruti as Arthavada. Arthavada means Stuti. Atma Priya Grahana Stutyartham. So since this wise man all the time looks upon Atma as Priya, the Stuti or to extol his knowledge of Atma as Priya, this is being said. So extolling this Grahanam or extolling this vision of the wise man. Says Anandagi, Mahadhi idam Atma Priya Grahanam. Mahadhi idam Atma Priya Grahanam. Idam Atma Priya Grahanam ki Mahad. This knowledge of Atma being Priya or dear is indeed great. So this footnote was Atma Rupasya Priya Vastunah Grahanam Jnanam. Footnote was Atma Rupasya Priya Vastunah. So Atma Priya Grahanam. Atma itself is Priya. And Tasya Grahanam Jnanam. To know the Atma as Priya or dear, this is indeed great. This knowledge is indeed great. This knowledge, meaning to know the Atma as dear, is indeed great. Why is it so? Mahat imam Atma Grahanam. Idam Atma Grahanam. Yet, Yasmat, since Tannishtasya Priyam na Pranashyati. How great is this knowledge of Atma as Priya, that for the one who knows that, Tasya Priyam na Pramayukam Bhavati. That means the one what he loves never perishes. And that is the glory of this knowledge. Yattan nishtasya, meaning Atma nishtasya, Priyam meaning Sukham na Pranashyati. And his happiness never perishes. This is the greatness of the knowledge of Atma as Priya. So this greatness of the knowledge is extolled here, you can say. Tasmat tadanusandhanam kartavyam iti stutyartham Phalakirtanam ityartha. Wherever there is Arthavada, wherever there is Stuti, there is always some kind of vidhi involved there. So indirectly you are being asked to do something. When something is extolled or praised, then the intention is to create a motivation on the part of the listener to do that. So here also there is extolling or praising of the essence of the knowledge of the Atma, that what he holds in dear never perishes. Meaning his happiness never perishes. And that is the greatness of story of the knowledge of Atma. And thereby, Tasmat Anusandhanam Kartavyam. Therefore one should always do Anusandhanam of Atma. One should always dwell upon Atma. One should always concentrate upon Atma. Meaning one should always maintain the memory of the knowledge of the Atma. Anusandhanam is Atma Sruti Santati. Maintaining the flow of of the nature of Atma. That Atma is Priya, and that one should all the time dwell upon the fact that Atma is of the nature of love. So Tasmat Tadunusandhanam Kartavyam, that we have with an Upasana, so that love or other things is a false love. Love born of fascination has to drop. Love doesn't let go. But love born of fascination, which is superimposition, has to drop, and that also more and more one does Anusandhanam on this, so that will happen. It is Nityasam Phalakirtanam, Phalakirtanam, this singing of the Phala or mentioning the Phala is for the purpose of Stuti or extolling the knowledge of the wise man. Pakshantaramaha, yet another Paksha, yet another explanation is given. Priya Guna Phala Vidhana Samva Mandatma Darshina, or it can be said Mandatma Darshina. For the one who is Mandatma Darshina, see footnote number 4. So footnote number 3 also was someplace. Priyam Pramay, no. Nityanavad, see footnote number 3. Atma Sukasya Swarupada Eva Avinashitvam Tad Upasya Tat Iti Anuvadha Evayam. Atma is Avinashi by its nature. And not that it becomes Avinashi because of meditation. Not that Atma becomes, it's not that Atma becomes Avinashi because I know the Atma. Atma is Avinashi by its nature, and therefore, its knowledge that Avinashi is something that is because it is Avinashi. It's not that it is the result of your knowledge. Saraswati is when you do something. Vishnu Sahasranama when you chant, then Natasya, what is it? Hem and Rogaha and all sorts of things, it becomes free from, So that is the result of chanting of Vishnu Sahasranama, that is free from fear and disease and whatever. So that can be called Phalashruti. That result is there, some effect is there. Does Atma Jnanam produce an effect that it makes Atma imperishable? No. Atma is imperishable, and therefore, knowing imperishable Atma is imperishable is not creating something. So knowledge in this case does not create anything. In any case, knowledge does not create anything. So therefore it's called Anuvada. Nadu Upasyata. It is not that because of meditation of the Atma that the object of love becomes imperishable, that it is imperishable to begin with. Okay, now Manda Atma Darshana, footnote number 4. Manda Atma Darshana is Evam Chatra Pakshatre Pradarsanam Adhikarit Travidya Abhiprayana Dhyayam. So 3 Pakshas are there. That this Phalakirtanam is Nitya Anuvada, or the Phalakirtanam is what? Atma Priya Grahana Stutyardam, or the Priya Grahana, or the Phalashruti is Priya Guna Phala Vidhanartham, or Vidhanartham. Prasama Paksha Uttam Adhikarani, Dvitiyo Madhyama Adhikarani, Dvitiyo Mande. It is Dhyayam. This is how one should know that this is how 3 kinds of Adhikaris are there, and therefore for them this result is presented in 3-4 ways, because these Adhikaris need encouragement in different ways. So since 3 kinds of people are there, 3 kinds of seekers are there, they need encouragement in different ways. So one who is Uttamadika is being told that this result is fine. He doesn't need a further encouragement. Other fellow needs encouragement. Oh, the Atma Jnana is such that the object of my love is imperishable, then I want it. Atma Sandhanam Kartavyameva. So he is motivated to do Atma Sandhanam. And Vandadika needs even more encouragement. Tesham Kramat Atma Eva Sukha Sukhamatra Putradi Sukha Priyakatvadi Dhyayam. Atma Eva Sukha Sukhamatra Putradi Sukha Priyakatvadi Dhyayam. So the Mandadikari looks upon Putra as Priya, and therefore is being told that what you look upon as Priya will never perish. So that's how Mandadikari. He holds his prana as dear, or son as dear, and when he reads this passage, then what does he hear? Natasya Nahasya Priyam Pramadikam Bhavati. The one who knows, meditates upon Atma as Priyam, so what he considers as dear never perishes. So he says, oh, my son will never perish if I do this Anusandhanam. Or he looks upon prana as dear, then my prana will never perish if I do this Atma Anusandhanam. And that's how he is encouraged. So that is how he is motivated. And middle one says, oh, that's the glory of the knowledge of the Atma, that the happiness is permanent, then he is motivated. So Uttamadikari is motivated by what? Oh, Atma is Priyam. Atma is the nature of happiness. So that knowledge motivates him. Other case, motivation is because happiness will never perish. Third fellow is motivated because my son will never perish. Therefore is Manda Adhikari. So, Manda Atma Darshana. Even the person who holds Atma as there, Manda Atma Darshana. Krishna Atma Darshana is there. The fellow who looks upon his son as Atma is Manda Atma Darshana, because he looks upon something else as Atma. And so, for him, at least even that also will not perish. So then it will be result of Upasana. That the sun or prana or whatever you looks upon is here will have a long life. Not that it will have a long life. Because Manda Atmadashi is the one who looks upon Putra or prana or Anatma is Atma. Uttama Atmadashi is what? No, Atma is Atma. Madhyama Atmadashi is the one who looks upon Atma as the nature of happiness. As compared to other ones. He looks upon Atma as a source of imperishable happiness as compared to other things. The third fellow is he looks upon Putra or Anatma as a source of happiness. One fellow doesn't need happiness, he needs knowledge. Other fellow needs happiness, therefore knowledge. And third fellow wants his son, and therefore this Upasana. Now, Manda Priya Guna Phala Vidhanatham. This Atma is Priya is a guna. What's the quality or what's the nature of Atma? Imperishable. And therefore, whatever is looked upon as Priya like sun also becomes imperishable in a secondary manner. So, Priya Guna, Phala Vidhanatam. This is the nature of Upasana. As you said a number of times earlier, that I sort of become what I meditate upon, and therefore the qualities of what I meditate upon become my qualities. So, if I look upon the Atma as dear, then whatever I look upon Atma as, Atma is imperishable. So, whatever I look upon Atma also as though becomes imperishable. So, I look upon Prana as the Atma, so that becomes imperishable. Look upon Sun as the Atma, that becomes imperishable. Because the imperishability which is the attribute of the Atma becomes also the attribute of that which I look upon as Atma. Thus, in that way, this result can be said as that whatever is the object of my love also becomes imperishable. But not primarily. Anybody should know, for he is Amanda Atma Darshi. Therefore he says, oh, my son will never die, wonderful, then I want it. Tatshilya Pratyaya Upadana. Pramayukam is what? Pramaranashilam. Everything in the world is Pramayukam. Everything in the world is Pramaranashilam. Except Atma. The world. Anything that is other than Atma, which is looked upon as there, is Pramayukam. Pramaranashilam. Subject to death. So it cannot be that something that is subject to death or perishable becomes imperishable by Upasana. Even by Upasana also, the nature of it cannot be changed. It can be modified but cannot be changed. So what will perish in 50 years will take 200 years to perish. That kind of a thing you can do. But what is perishable cannot be transformed into imperishable. And so anybody should know that my son can never be imperishable. But this fellow thinks that he will become imperishable, so it's called Manda Atma Darshanam. And to encourage him to do this Atma Darshanam, this is being said. So this is being explained here. Says Anandagiri, Yo Mandastan Atma Darshi Tasya Priya Guna Vishishta Atma Upasane Priyam Pranadinanashyaditi Phalam Vidhatum Phalavachanam Ityartha. Yo Mandastan Atma Darshi. He is a person who meditates upon Atma, but is Manda Atma Darshi. Tasya Priya Guna Vishishta Atma Upasane. So he meditates upon the Atma as qualified by the nature of Priyatvam or dearness. Priya Guna Vishishta Atma Upasane Priyam Pranadi Nanashyati. Therefore, whatever he holds as dear like Prana etc., Nanashyati, that will not perish. Idi Phalam Vidhatum Phalavachanam. So this is the phala of the person who meditates upon Atma as Priya. Then Anandagiri continues, Nanu Atmanam Priyam Upasinasya Priyam Pranadi Vidya Samarthya Nanashyati Tathacha Manda Visheshana Mandam. So why don't you say that the one who meditates upon Atma is here, for that person, for the Upasaka or meditator, that the prana really will not perish. Why do you think that this is a secondary kind of a result and not a primary result? Why not that in a primary sense the object that he holds here will not perish when he meditates upon Atma is imperishable? Why not? Or as Priya. So says, Nanu Atmanam Priyam Upasinasya Priyam Pranadi Vidya Samarthyat Nanashyati. Vidya Samarthyat, in the sense of this Vidya or the Upasana, maybe that this Prana or Putra or whatever really will not die, will not perish. Why not that be looked upon as the primary result of this Upasana? Tathacha Manda Visheshana Mandam. Tathacha, if that is the case, then to call him this Manda Atmadarshi is not right. So Tathacha. Tathacha means Tannasha Abhavecha. When in a primary sense my son will not die, then to say that I am a Manda Atmadarshi is Manda make is na yuktam. It's not proper to call him Manda Atmadarshi. Maybe that what Upanishad says is what it means. So sometimes we have to now dwell upon this. Whether the person says what means what he says, or person does not mean what he says, So Shruti says there, Nahasya priyam pramayakam bhavati. So what he holds as dear becomes imperishable, it will never die. Does the Shruti mean what it says? For Mandaratmadarshi, wherever Arthavada is involved, it is not what they mean, it is what they mean. But something is said to encourage or to discourage also. Both are called both are Arthavada. Either to encourage to do something or motivate to do something or motivate to desist from something is Arthavada. In that case, Svate Tatparya is not there. Parase Tatparya is there. So we have to see whether a given Vakya is Svate Tatparya or not. Sometimes even when a speaker is talking and then when he elaborates a certain point, a certain position, it all looks so right, that this is his. In fact, that is exactly what his opinion is. That is how, with such an involvement, a certain point is being made. And so people would feel that this is what he thinks. Therefore they would ask, the intelligent person would ask, is it Swamatam or Paramata Anuvada? Are you telling your own opinion or are you reiterating somebody else's opinion? Then we'll tell him, this is Paramata Anuvada. I'm reiterating someone else's opinion. But then you can reiterate it with such an involvement that looks like it is your, because there is an identification. So it looks like it is your own opinion. But we have to know, that's why Tatparya Nirnaya is so important. So Tatparya Nirnaya is so in Lingadara. And so Upakrama, Upasamhara, Abhyasaha, Apurvata, Phalam. And what is it then? Arthavada, Upapatti, all of these are Lingam Tatparya Nirnaya. So with all this linga, you should do Tatparya. Not just jump on something, and do the Tatparya. And so, Tatparya Nirnaya is not easy. And that's why, particularly Shruti Tatparya Nirnaya, requires a lot of care. Why should someone like Vashyakara have to spend time on this? Because Shruti is Pramanam, and Tatparya Nirnaya is so important. So what does this sentence mean? Nahasya Yam Pramayakam Bhavati. What does it mean? So say, Tathacha Manda Visheshanam Na Yuktam Iti Ashankyaha. Why not? This may be looked upon as a primary result. So Bhashyakara says, Tachilya Pratyaya Upadana. What is it? Ananda will explain. Tachilya Arthe Vihitasya Ukai Pratyasya Shrutya Upadana. So Tachilya Vihitasya Ukai Pratyaya. Ukai means Uka Pratyaya, which is Tachilya Vihitaha, which is enjoined for the case where we mean Tachilyam or the nature of a thing. So many Pratyayas are there. When you apply that, it means the nature of a given thing. So this Uka Pratyaya also is one of those Pratyayas which is enjoined, which should be applied only when it is to express the nature of the thing. So, Tachilya arte vihitasya uka pratyasya shrutya upadana. Okay, 11th footnote, mandamiti na yuktam ityartha pranadi anashasya vidyaphalasya vidusha sambhavat. Okay. So maybe for this meditator, in fact his prana does not perish, maybe that is primarily possible, and so that was a Purvapaksha. And 12th footnote, Shrutya Upadanaditi Tathacha Tat Pratyayokta Maranashilasya Amaranashilatvam Viruddham. So Priyam Pramayukam, this is what it is. Priyam is Pramayukam. Anything that is held as dear other than Atma is Pramayukam, Pramaranashilam, meaning it is perishable. So Uka Pratyaya means that everything is perishable. So today he knows Prana is perishable, he knows Putra is perishable, he knows Vitta is perishable. And by Upasana of Atma as Priyam, it is not that what is known as perishable will change its nature and become imperishable. And so to let it be known that it will not become imperishable in a primary sense, Shruti employs this pratyaya, Uka pratyaya, with Prama. So Pramaya. So with that uka pratyaya is applied in order to show that it is perishable. And na pramayukam bhavati, a perishable thing does not become perishable. That's what it means. Pramayukam is perishable. Na pramayukam bhavati. So that which is perishable ceases to be so. So any intelligent person knows that anything that is perishable can never cease to be perishable because nahi svabhava bhavanam vyavarte. So prakrute anyatha bhava na kathanchit bhavishyati. The nature of a thing can never change. But this manda adhikar, manda fellow, he thinks, oh, maybe now my prana will become imperishable. Maybe my son will never die. Maybe my wealth will always be there. So he really feels so. And that is how he is motivated to meditate upon the Atma as clear. So tathacha tat pratyayokta mananashilasya. This prana etc. is presented here as mananashilam. Amananashilatvam viruddham, and therefore that it becomes amaranashilam or becomes devoid of perishability is viruddham. So that which whose nature it is to be perishable cannot become imperishable regardless of what you do. Pratyaya upatta maranashilatva bhavevi. So pratyaya upatta maranashilatva bhavevi pratyaya tatshiliyasakatva anabhivagamevi. Suppose you say pratyaya upatta maranashilatva bhavevi. Alright. Suppose you do not go to grammar, and because grammatically Shruti says that everything is perishable, suppose you don't even depend upon Shruti. You don't have to depend upon Shruti to know that everything is perishable. So in parenthesis says pratyaya tatshiliyasakatva anabhivagamevi. That must be Viditatmananda's commentary, I guess. So pratyaya tatshiliyasakatva anabhivagamevi. Accepting for the moment that this uka pratyaya is not in the sense of tatshilya. Pratyakshata eva manashilatvena pratiyamana pranadehe. You do not require Shruti to tell you that everything is perishable. Pratyakshata eva manashilatvena. You see everything as pratyakshata. You see everything perishing every moment. So pratiyamana pranadehe. All prana etc. or whatever is in the world we see it perishing. Day by day, Swami, you have to correctly avamani and phalamavani. What else can you do? And so, we see it all every day happening just before us. So, Marana Rupa Svabhava Tyaga Yoga. The nature of is maranam or dying, that if you grow this nature, it will not happen. So, if he doesn't fall in perishable, if you don't experience the prana and everything is perishable, then once you have the strength to know that, then you cannot do anything. And therefore, that something becomes imperishable is something impossible. That this, what you hold as dear, will become imperishable. You will look upon as Shruti and not a reality. Mandadhikarana ruchitpadana ityartha. For ruchitpadana, for motivating the mandadhikari, okay, now I will be wealthy forever, or I will have done forever, whatever. It's understandable. So, encouraging this, you can look upon it as Priya Guna Pravidhana. Priya Guna is what? Priyasya Atmana Guna is what? The Apramanamashilakvam Nityatvam. So, Nityatvam is Atma Guna Pravidhanatam. So that kind of relative Nityatvam comes. So, in this Upasana produces the result. It means relatively the prana or putra or whatever at this point here, relatively becomes better. Means it's long. So Anandagiri says, Nitya upadanatvat svabhavahana ayogacha. Since the thing can never give up its svabhava, pramarana-shilatva bhavepi pranadehe atyantikam apranam avivakshitam. So pramarana-shilatva abhavepi. Even if you do not for a moment say that Upapratyaya is not in the sense of Pramanashila. Pranade Atyantikam Apramanam Avivakshitam. It cannot be that the Shruti here has a vivakta or the intention of saying that Prana or Shruti has to become Avivakshitamidi Brahmayugatvam Martyatvat Pranade Naduvajate iti Vartika. Vartika says Brahmayugatvam Martyatvat Pranade Naduvajate. Pranadehe Martyatvat, since prana and everything else, Pranadehe because prana is the dearest. Next is sense organs, next is the body, next is the sun, next is the wealth, and then whatever else. So beginning from prana and whatever else is looked upon as dear. Martyatvat, since it is Martya, since it is mortal, Brahmayugatvam Natuvajate. Therefore, Shruti also cannot actually dismiss or cannot negate the perishability of things which are known as imperishable. And therefore, this should be looked upon merely as extolling the result of this upasana. How great this upasana is, that even what is imperishable becomes imperishable. That's how the person is motivated to do the upasana. Again that footnote continues. Nahi viraktasya jnanaha jnanaphalam pranadi anashitvam anena uchyate. So this cannot be result in a primary sense. Nahi viraktasya jnanaha. Who is a jnani? The person is virakti anyway. As long as there is fascination for prana or fascination for anything, that fascination, as we know, becomes an obstacle to the abiding of the mind, the Atma. Atma being devoid of any kind of a qualification and devoid of any conditioning or limitation. As long as the mind has fascination for something that is qualified or limited, that very fascination for anatma becomes an obstacle to the mind abiding in Atma. Therefore, Rajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. That's what Lord Krishna says. When all the kamas, all the desires or all the fascinations have left him, Atmaneva Atmanatushtaha, then he discovers that Tushti both ways. So discover the Tushti within himself, by himself. And therefore to discover the total happiness within oneself, there is a need for Vairagya, born of Viveka. So Virakti, and understanding the nature of it. Somebody asked me, Swami, by learning Anatma, that means you are creating an aversion for things. I says, no. Anatma is to be known as Anatma. It is not to create aversion. False fascination that you may have has to drop. So, there is no need to create aversion. Anything that is good for your position, Mithya Jnana Vivakti is what we are speaking. Vivakti or expression of Mithya Jnana. Not creating an aversion is not there, no. Then maybe you are doing it has a different kind of effect. If this knowledge or discussion creates aversion, that means you have not understood it. Simple as that. If it creates aversion for anything, that means it is not understood. And creates fascination for anything, also that is not understood. It is releasing knowledge and not binding knowledge. Any knowledge creates either raga or dvesha. It is binding. Already I have a set of raga dvesha. So this thing creates a new raga dvesha, then what? It is only transferred from one kind of bondage to another kind of bondage. So formerly I was worldly bound, now I am religiously bound or something, spiritually bound. So that doesn't make sense. This knowledge is releasing. It must release raga dveshas and cannot but do that. If it does something else, means that you have to understand it properly. So nahi viraktasya jnanah. In short, jnanam or knowledge of the Atma presupposes vairagya, meaning a total freedom from raga dvesha, total freedom from projection. Vairagya meaning understanding the nature of things as it is, which is the result of viveka, discrimination. Understanding anatma is anatma and atma is anatma. So understanding anatma is anatma for what it is, this is called vairagya. And therefore, as it is, he does not look upon something else as dear, knowing fully well that this is anatma. That doesn't mean that he hates them. Just because I do not have fascination or I do not hang on to something, doesn't mean that I hate it. I just don't hang on to something knowing fully well that it is what it is, level. Itself is perishable, itself is independent, itself is unreal, itself is Vidya. And so it cannot give me anything that is lasting. You can understand anything. Jnana-phalam prana-adi anashitvam anenokhyate. And so when he knows Atma, that all of a sudden the thing that is new as perishable becomes imperishable, it cannot be. Naturally, this cannot be statement of the wise man, that what he looked upon as dear like a son or prana becomes imperishable, because he did not look upon them as dear to begin with. Meaning, understand that dear, that no raga is there. So this is not opposed to love, this knowledge or understanding. So knowledge or discrimination is not opposed to love. It is conducive to love. It is opposed to fascination, opposed to projection. That's it. The discriminative knowledge is only opposed to projection. People live in the private world. All this love is nothing but total fantasy. So people live in the world of fantasy and then the love. They love not but they love their own fantasy. Fantasy is a projection. This passage cannot tell us the jnana-phalam of a jnani, that is anashitvam. Nacha nakinaha anashitvopi jnana-phalam. And just because you say that this is imperishable, so by calling something that is perishable imperishable, you cannot say that that is a result of knowledge. Who is the ninth mantra? So it begins Tadahu, Yad Brahmadhyaya Sata. So, Tadahu Ityadehe, meaning of this ninth mantra, Katena Granthena Sambandham Vaktum Vaktum Kedayate. The Grantha or the text is now gone from 7th and 8th mantras primarily, because the real Upanishad discussion began from the 7th mantra. So in order to show the Sangati or connection of the 9th mantra with the Grantha or the text that has just gone by, namely 7th and 8th mantra, to show the connection of the 9th mantra with the previous two mantras, Vruttam Kirtayati. So Vashyakara first of all restates here what has gone by. That which is already Sutrita Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya Sutrita. Brahma Vidya, knowledge of Brahman is Sutritam, has been presented in aphoristic form, in a capsule form. How? Atme Devopasita. So seventh mantra says Atme Devopasita. Because one knows the Atma as a speaker and hearer and thinker and a breather, etc. Tanna Pashyan, they don't know him. Sayote Ekaikam Upaste na Saveda. So one who knows the Atma in its individual role, he does not know. Why? Because na Saveda. Because the capsule form. This is Brahma Vidya. Brahma Atma Ityeva Upasita. One should know the self as Atma, as Atmodi. That is all pervasive, that is complete, and that is how one should know the self. That each one of them is a role on account of identification with Upadi, and therefore Atma is in fact Nirdharmakaha, one that is devoid of all the dharma. Is innate because Upadi appears to be a dharmi, like a speaker, hearer, thinker, doer, enjoyer. All of these attributes of the Atma are because of the identification with Upadi, and that in itself it is devoid of all these dharma limitations. In this manner one should know the Atma. And this is how Vidya Samsita. This idea is elaborate. You can say the whole seventh mantra is a capsule. Where is Brahma Vidya? Yadartha Upanishad Krishna Upanishad. The entire Upanishad is for elaborating the Brahma Vidya. So Brahma Vidya or the knowledge of Atma. It is presented in a capsule form in the statement Atma Ityeva Upasita. One should know the self of Atma. Yadartha, whole purpose of elaborating or explaining this vision. Now Upanishad, the entire Upanishad is for elaborating or unfolding this vision that was presented in the seventh Upanishad. In short, the rest of the whole Upanishad serves the purpose of this one statement you can say. Atma Ityeva Upasita is one statement, it is a capsule statement which presents Brahma Vidya, and the whole Upanishad is an elaboration of the becomes what? Sheshi. Becomes Shesham. This becomes the primary, rest all becomes an unfoldment of explanation. Like Tattvamasi is Mahavakya. And explain that Mahavakya is the whole purpose of the sixth chapter of Chandogya. Says the footnote, Sutrita Brahma Vidya Janakatvena Upanishadaha Tas Sheshatvam Iti Jnanam. Sutrita Brahma Vidya Janakatvena. So Brahma Vidya, which has been for in the present in an aphoristic form, Atma Ityeva Upasita. Tasyaha Janakatvena, inasmuch as the Upanishad is a means for the generating the knowledge of Atma as a complete being. Upanishadaha Tat Sheshatvam Iti Jnayam. Therefore, the Upanishad serves the purpose. Tat Sheshatvam is Upakaritvam. It serves the purpose of what is presented in the capsule form. Whenever we say that, the rest of the Upanishad serves the purpose of one sutra which is presented in the earlier sutra. Atmanameva Priyopasita also. So they are all sutras in that sense. Viditatmananda Upanishad Satyam Pramanamaha Yadatha iti. So this Praman says, look, the Upanishad is what? Upanishad itself is Brahma Vidya. The Brahma is for Upanishad because it generates Brahma Vidya, and that's what it's for. Then Anandagiri continues, Tarhi means what? Sarvasyaha Upanishadaha Sutrita Vidya Seshatva Abhivagama Ityatah. If you say that the entire Upanishad is merely serving the purpose of the Sutra Atma Itya Upasita, Sutra Vyakhyane Sarvo Upanishadartha Siddhehe Tarahu Ityadi Vrtha Ityashankyaha. Then the Sutra Vyakhyane. So if you say that the entire Upanishad serves the purpose of explaining that or unfolding the vision of the sutra, then that's what the Upanishad should do. But the ninth mantra doesn't do that. Ninth mantra is the form of a question. What is the nature of that Brahman? And what is that Brahman know so that it became everything? It's a question. So why should such a question be asked? So if Sutra Vyakhyane